Hey, Sub-Zero.
What do you want, Scorpion?
You want to see an impersonation of your brother?
Fine.
Alright, don't look. Alright, check it out. Ta-da!
You're so mean!
What? I thought it was funny.
Well done.
What's up, fellow collectors? Today I'm talking about the Mortal Kombat Deception Scorpion. This is an exclusive to Tower Records, which is a place I've actually never heard of, but it does look cool. It gives you a picture of what the figure looks like, and it's exclusive because this figure comes with a skull, different head sculpt than the regular ninja mask that you get with the normal Deception line. So that's pretty cool here. It says marketed for ages 4 and up, even though it says this toy is based on a mature rated product, so it's kind of like they put it in this weird gray area for parents to buy the stuff for the kids. They pretty much said, hey, look, you know, this figure is based upon a video game where they, you know, pretty much kill each other. But, you know, it's for ages 4 and up, so whatever. So you get a picture of Mortal Kombat Deception up at the top here. Get Midway, JAZURT6, Tower Records exclusive down at the bottom. On the back here, there's really nothing going on, or on the sides, and that's pretty much it. So I'm going to go ahead and open this figure up and review it. Alright, I got this figure opened up, and, you know, it's a pretty good figure. I didn't have anything really break on me, but the joints do feel really loose and kind of floppy. Does feel like if you put a lot of wear and tear on this figure and posed him a few times in different spots, he probably would have a joint snap on you here. Doesn't feel too sturdy, so that's pretty unfortunate. Now, this is pretty much the same variant as the Deception Scorpion that we've already seen from the Series 1 line. Same exact sculpt, same exact mold. Little variances in paint, but you're going to get that because they paint the figures a little bit differently. You know, the person over at the factory painting them. But the only difference that I see is obviously the head sculpt. Now, I really do like this skull here. I think that's a really great sculpting on it. You know, you can see all the teeth, all the lines, and where the eyes would be. All the sculpting all over the skull looks great. You see little cracks and crevices here like it'd be like actual bones, so that looks nice. Really do appreciate the detail work on it. They definitely did a great job on that. Now, the only other difference I see is they did put a little bit more detail work into the bottom of the legs, which was a complaint I had on the regular Deception Scorpion here on the right. You can definitely tell that they put more detail work in the bottom of his legs, which I'm pretty happy about. But everything else is pretty much spot on, exactly the same. Even on the back of the figure, though, you could tell that they put a little bit more detailing work into the bottom of the legs there with the paint. So besides that, you get the same exact amount of articulation and detail except for little minor paint differences. You know, the head articulation for the skull is actually worse than the Ninja one because it's just completely, it feels like it's completely almost molded to the top of the base of the neck. And you can really just barely get a side-to-side motion out of it. No really up and down motion at all. And it feels like if you try and, you know, bend it any more to the side than this, it's probably going to snap right off. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of leave it like it is. Now, you do get a few variances in the weapons, which I'm happy about. You know, the Deception Scorpion just comes with the sword, no scabbard or anything to attach it to his back, just this regular old sword here. Well, good news is you get the same exact sword with this Scorpion and a scabbard, so you can store the weapon away. And you also get a smaller version of that sword, just a little bit, but it does look cool, and Scorpion can hold on to both of these swords pretty well. The only problem is they don't stay into the scabbard like at all. I mean, you pretty much hold them upside down and they fall right out here. Another issue is these swords don't have like any sort of peg system to where they can attach to the bottom or to the back of Scorpion in any way. So what they do is you just lift up this flap of plastic to store the swords into, which I'm really against, because I mean, if you keep putting wear and tear on this part of the plastic here, it's definitely going to rip over time, and I really don't like doing that with my figures. And you can clearly tell that that's the way that they display this figure on the back of the packaging. You know, I don't really like displaying my figures like that. I don't like having to bend up the armor and risk tearing the figure in order to store the weapons. So I'm probably just going to go ahead and just display them like this, or with the sword in his hands or something like that. Now, you also get the spear attachment, which I'm happy about. It's actually got the spear here, not really a whole lot of crazy amount of detail on it. And then you get this little rope here. And there's a little peg attachment here. And that is actually what is on his hand. There's a little peg hole here, and you can go ahead and plug that in. Actually plugs in nice and snug, so I'm happy about that. So you can go ahead, probably just wrap it around his hand and kind of drop it down. I wish this was more of like a chain instead of like a little piece of rope, but you know, I guess it works out. It'll work out for the purpose of what I need it to be. I'll probably end up swapping it out for a chain that I'll customize myself. Just make it a little bit cooler on display. It's funny too, because I was wondering what the heck this peg hole was on the Deception Scorpion, because he did not come with this spear effect. Only the exclusive one comes with that, so it's kind of a bummer. But he doesn't come with a base, and he still has the same problems with his feet. When you try and stand him straight up, you know, his feet like to pigeon toe out to the side here, so it's pretty much impossible to get him in a standing straight up and down pose unless you really spread his legs out like that. Overall, though, it's a nice variant to have. I do like having the two different variants that I can now display with my Mortal Kombat collection. I do like having the skull on and the skull off with the other two. I do think that's good, and you also get that spear accessory, which you didn't get with the normal Deception Scorpion. He also does have a little bit better paint detailing on him than the normal Deception Scorpion. So, I mean, if I was going to choose between the two, I'd definitely get the exclusive. I think that looks awesome. Plus, there's other Scorpions, you know, in the other Jaguar lines that all have just the regular ninja mask. I think they look better than the Deception Scorpion anyways. So, if I was going to choose any between these two Scorpions, I'd definitely pick up the one with the skull head on it. So that's pretty much it, guys. Definitely pick this guy up if you could find him at a cheap price. I pretty much collect all of the Scorpion and Sub-Zero stuff. Pretty much all the Mortal Kombat stuff. I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan myself, so go ahead and check out my channel. I got a ton of Mortal Kombat reviews on there. I also collect other lines as well, like Halo, Mega Bloks, Walking Dead, Star Wars, and all that other good nerdy stuff. I put animations in all of my reviews. Make sure you subscribe because I come out with new videos every week. And I will see you guys all in my next video. And thank you all for watching.